3 News at 6.
And good evening. Thanks for being with us. We have breaking news off the top here on a Thursday night. Russ and Sarah are off. I'm Chris Ty.
And I'm Betsy Kling. We begin tonight with breaking news. As Chris said, the FBI and local police departments are working in high gear tonight after a swarm, literally hundreds of bomb threats in cities across the U.S., including here in Northeast Ohio.
That's right. Channel 3's Brandon Simmons is here with where the local threats were made and what some demands nationwide came with. Hi, Brandon.
Hi, Betsy and Chris. Right now, these threats are really nothing more than a nuisance for law enforcement as they have to respond to every one of them, taking away resources from real emergencies. But that doesn't mean they're not taking every threat seriously.
All over the country, Florida, New York, and right here in Cleveland, we're learning about dozens of bomb threats being reported to authorities. Those threats being received at government offices, schools, hospitals, news organizations, and companies large and small. Here in Cleveland, there have been threats at City Hall, the County Probate Court Building, Key Tower, and university hospitals, to name a few. Each one of those locations was checked, and no credible threats have been found. But police say it's still important that you report additional threats that are made. Now, where are these threats coming from? The New York Police Department tweeted earlier that the threats were being circulated via email and asked for Bitcoin payments. They added later that it appears the threats are meant to cause disruption and obtain money. We reached out to our local FBI office. They released a statement saying they're aware of the bomb threats around the country and they remain in touch with local law enforcement partners. They also encourage the public to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activities that could be a threat to public safety.
Now, around Northeast Ohio, these threats aren't limited to Cleveland. Police in Akron say they've seen threats. Also, Geauga-County sheriffs say they've responded to at least 8 of them so far. Also, Geauga sheriffs told us that their cybercrime unit, one of the units in their jurisdiction, says that the email sender may have a Russian link. Of course, we'll have more on that tonight, Betsy.
Thank you so much, Brandon. Very unsettling.